Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Bow, 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 bow. I have the Fangora Frankenstein magazine here. It's an early birthday present I got from one of my friends, and he sure knows how to spoil a gal. No, but seriously, I've been wanting this magazine for a while. I live in Los Angeles, so don't be a sucker. I live in Los Angeles, so they had the event, and I tried to get my hands on the free event tickets, and I could not get my fucking hands on it. I literally tried and refreshed and refreshed and refreshed, and I couldn't fucking do it. Also, people were taking the Miguel Ojeda Funko Pops to Isaac Oscar, who played Dr. Frankenstein in the movie, and Isaac Oscar was like, "You know what I'm talking about." He's like, "I'll do that, I'll do that, I'll do that." And he's so real for that. But I have the magazine here. They got it off eBay after I think like months of trying to get it, like weeks or months. It was originally at Walmart. And then he had asked me, he was like, "Do you want me to get it for you? You can just pay me back." But I was so unbelievably fucking broke, and I was like, "No, I don't need it." But I got it for my birthday. Look how gorgeous this is. I went to multiple different stores. I went to like 15 CVS's, 2 Barnes and Nobles, Ralph's, Walmart's, you fucking name it. This kept selling out like crazy. The Fangoria Frankenstein magazine. Oh, look at how cool it looks. In the back, it says, "Accursed creator, why did you form a monster so hideous that even you turn from it in disgust? The creature, Frankenstein, or the modern Prometheus," by Mary Shelley. Um, I have never seen the original Frankenstein movie, the one that's on the side here. I've seen adaptations. Some of my favorite Frankenstein movies are currently, from what I've just seen, is Frankenhooker, Rocky Horror Show, the 2025 Frankenstein movie, obviously, and Lisa Frankenstein. I really, really like Lisa Frankenstein. It was such a whimsy and beautiful fucking movie, and I wish I'd seen it during my teenage years. So here's the front, the back. He got it off eBay for like 23, 25, maybe even $30, which is crazy because these were selling for, how much was this selling for? $14.99, brand new. Came in a cardboard and everything. Van Gogh presents the Frankenstein's First, the Universal Hammer and Beyond, from Shelley to Silly. That's so fucking pretty. The contents have the introduction, the interview with Gatoro. I can't fucking pronounce his name, which is so stupid because I'm Mexican. Del Toro's interview, the original plans for Frankenstein, Del Toro interview, Mary Shelley, the mother of Frankenstein, Bella Lugosi, the Robert Flory, the Forgotten Frankenstein, the Universal's Frankenstein, the Hammer Frankenstein's riffs, Frankenstein from then to now. So a little bit of a history. We're alive. We love Frankenstein. Oh wait, no, this is just an ad. I haven't read the magazine. I mostly just got it. And there's also like a documentary on Netflix, but I haven't been able to watch it because my phone, the one I'm recording with right now, yeah, it's fucked up. It's cracked out like a bitch. I'm talking. I can't even watch movies on it. I mean, I can, but the other day, like, okay, I tried to watch a movie on it, but because it's like so cracked and shit, it was really hard, and I didn't want to miss a single moment. So that's why I didn't want to watch the documentary for the Frankenstein movie on Netflix, because I wanted to get every single little detail I could. I remember I watched the Frankenstein movie with a cracked phone, and I was so fucking depressed. I was like, "Oh, it's so beautiful, and I can't even like fully love it," because my phone was cracked, and they weren't showing it in the movie theaters. I mean, there was one in Hollywood, but I didn't have the money to go. I mean, it was free on Netflix. Well, free. We have the costume designs. Oh, look at that. Everything in the Frankenstein movie, up to like 80 to 90% of it, was handcrafted. Del Toro is very like infamous for wanting handcrafted stuff. He fucking hates AI. In his speech, he was literally like, "Fuck AI." Speaking of AI, I went to the movie theater today and I watched the new Dracula movie, right? The new Dracula movie. They were playing fucking AI ads. I was flabbergasted, literally fucking disgusted. I was like, "Ah!" I'm so fucking done with this shit. I'm so done with this. But yeah, yeah, so I'll make a review on the Dracula movie. I really liked it. I honestly want to make a comparison between the new Dracula movie and the new Frankenstein movie because they kind of like it's so fucking good. I wanted like the contrast. It's so good. You need to watch the new Dracula movie. It's like if Frankenstein had a freaky messy ass cousin in a situationship who was a vampire. Like if you thought Nosferatu was freaky, you're gonna think Dracula's like a whole ass porn video. Alright, so here we have little introductions on Mia Goth. What can you tell us about the makeup? She played two characters in the Frankenstein movie. She played Victor Frankenstein's mother, where they put on prosthetics. I didn't even recognize her. And then she also played Elizabeth. Yeah, Mia. Pretty sure her name is Elizabeth. Is it? I know Elizabeth was the name of the Dracula love interest that I just saw. Anyway, it talks about interviews. The monster's maker, Mike Hill's Creatures Alive. This is the guy who makes the models, prosthetics. Look at that, gorgeous behind the scenes, amazing. Look at him reading that. Oh, he's such a cutie pie. He's such a cutie pie reading. I didn't know who this fucking actor was until I watched the movie, and I was just like, is it me or is he kind of hot? I would never say that to him. I would never go up to him though. I'm pretty sure he lives in the same city as me, but that'd be fucking terrifying. Imagine. You know what? I'm not even gonna judge because some women out there want someone so bad they'll do it. They'll do it. Some men too. You know, I'm not judging. Speaking of bisexual or just gay people within the Frankenstein movie, I've come to realize that they don't really have the queer aspect of like the original Shelley book, which kind of bummed me out a little bit, but I guess I understand why they took it out. Oh, that's gorgeous. Throughout the entire movie, I was fixated on the creature's body as it was being built, and also the animatronic and the models that were used when Victor was presenting it to the council. Yeah. Oh, that's fucking amazing. Look at that gore. Look at that detail. Urgh. It's messy and disgusting, and I love it. Let's see, Frankenstein Unmade by Michael Gorn. In 2010, Guillermo del Toro and his FX team were already a few years into prepping Frankenstein, in which his longtime collaborator Doug Jones was set to play the monster. We started the makeup development 3 years ago, based on veteran horror artist Bernie Winston's design, he said at the time. God willing, Bernie will be the main conceptual designer of the film. The sets, everything, based on Bernie's art and Doug's scans. We created the prototype mannequin, and then we sculpted the entire suit. We were waiting to start real production for the movie, pre-production for the movie. In order to sort of... Did you know that America's reading rate is so fucking horrible? It's so bad. Like, the majority of young adults and children cannot even comprehend a normal reading rate, including me. Like, that's fucking crazy, right? That America's become so uneducated and focused on, like, scrolling that it's just ruined our brains. I'll admit, I'm fucking dumb. Who texted me? Who texted me? Hold on. Oh, I can't see that. I can't see that. I can't see that. Oh, it's my friend. My friend gave me skinny jeans and I was so excited for them, but they're too baggy, so now they look really awkward. It makes my crotch look huge, which isn't something I'm that mad about, but then it makes me look really fucking unproportional. I hate skinny jeans. I really do. Oh, I hate skinny jeans. Let's see. Real pre-production of the movie. In order to sort and amortize the test, we're going to do a full body makeup test with Doug and try to solve all of the particularities in the prosthetics in the suit. I really enjoy Del Toro and specifically the movie he makes because he puts such depth behind them. I understand the depth of the movie, and I like analyzing and kind of dissecting all of that and talking to other people about it. And I think it just kind of makes your brain think. That's just one paragraph from the magazine. The Mother of Frankenstein. This talks about Mary Shelley, and I'm pretty sure Mary Shelley, from what I've read, not in this magazine. I think her mother was like a scientist or a mathematician, and she was already pretty rebellious from when she was born. Let's see. This goes on. There's multiple adaptations of Frankenstein. What the fuck? Oh, this is just an ad. This is just a Batman ad. I don't know. I for some reason I thought that Batman was gonna be like in the Frankenstein magazine for some reason. The Forgotten Frankenstein. Before Boris Karloff ever donned the nuts and bolts, Universal Pictures signed Bela Lugosi for the role. Test footage was shot and lost under mysterious circumstances. Ooh. Alright, let's see. Let's just read this passage. The interview was originally printed in the second issue of Fangora magazine, published in October 1979, and concluded only months before screenwriter Robert Florey died. Florey was originally taped in the direct 1931 Frankenstein before James. Whale took over, and Hollywood legend tells of his unsatiable bitterness at being excluded from the only credited mention of the film. The missing test footage of his experimental two-reel film starring Dracula's Bela Lugosi, I'm mispronouncing that, I know, Lugosi, fuck, as Frankenstein's monster remains lost today, one of Hollywood's great mysteries. Wow, lost media. It talks about the history of that. I was starting a country and I will not be scarecrow over here. But look, you see, this is actually a picture of him, and the quote says, "I was a star in my country and will not be a scarecrow over here." I guess he was mad because he wasn't credited during the original footage because it was lost, but whatever, I guess. There's so much stuff in here and not enough time to go over it. I wanted to give you guys like my first impression because I was so fucking excited to just look at it. Universal's World of Frankenstein. Universal definitely did do an amazing job in making Frankenstein iconic. I'm a big fan of the Frankenstein remakes just because I like the creativity that goes into them. Like Frankenhooker was so fucking great. It was literally like a slutty hooker comedy, but it had its underlying senses of feminism, which was super interesting despite the fact that the monster only came out for a couple minutes, you know? Edward Scissorhands. Yes, Edward Scissorhands. It's also one of my favorite Frankenstein remade stories. I'm just not a big fan of like the Christian and Christmas themes. It is a Christmas movie and I did appreciate that, but I'm not Catholic, so I didn't really fucking like it. But if I'd seen it as a kid when I was Catholic, I probably would have been fucking in love. I would have been like, oh, it's so pretty. And then here it goes into the Universal aspect, shows us photos, behind the scenes. Oh, here, there's a paragraph where this photo is. Right here. Let's see the paragraph. In Elsa Lunch's autobiography, she wrote, in her time on Bride of Frankenstein, sometimes members of the cast would have tea. After all, many English actors were in the cast. Wait, the lighting's kind of weird in this. I may have seen them drinking tea, but I drank little liquid as possible. It was too much of an ordeal to go to the bathroom. All those bandages and having to be accompanied by my dresser. Pictured here was Clive, left director James Whale. There we go. Oh. I thought it was a mannequin. For real. Starts talking about the behind the scenes. Alright, opposite. In Bride's opening and ending credits, the monster's mate is listed as question mark, while Brad Scoffin is simply named Karloff. Below Karloff and a friend on the set of The Son of Frankenstein. The Ghost of Frankenstein. The ghost is a brain of York. Bela Luigi is transplanted in the monster, foreshadowing for Luigi's turn in the monster in the next film. Okay. Just talking about the production of the original Universal. Let's see, Hammer Time. The London studio takes a stab by Tom Johnson. Britain's key fright factor renovated the Frankenstein series in living and dying color. Oh! Let's just read the first passage of this. Well, there have been countless movie series, from the low-budget, forgotten Philo Vance films to the James Bond blockbusters. There have probably never been two different series devoted to the same character as popular and enduring as the Frankenstein movies filmed by Universal. 1931 to 1948. And Hammer, 1957 to 1974. Despite the obvious link with Mary Shelley, 1818 novel, one of the few similarities between the two series is their total lack of fidelity to the book. Indeed, the Universal and Hammer series couldn't be more different than each other. More different from each other. From focus on filming techniques, they have little in common other than their titles. Both have strong and weak points, supporters, ambassadors, and their place in film history. By the early 40s, the Universal series had begun to run out of ideas. The monster, so riveting and frightening in James Whale's 1931 film, not only taken a seat back as other characters, he wasn't even in the car. Wait, well, James film. It was not only, okay, so I guess he wasn't. Whatever. In the series wound down, the monster was supported by other creatures, sometimes literally, since he was often comatose. I don't know what that word means. If one counts Bela Luigi's Jorg as the monster, not too difficult to stretch, the monster never appeared without another creature after the initial Universal film. The fact that the comedy Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein is one of the best of the series says it all. Alright. Let's see. Trying to see. Oh, here we go. Let's talk about the Hammer in this one. The Hammer followed with 1956. Okay, wait, no. Hold on. Okay, by 1956, the Frankenstein monster had become absent from the mainstream light for 8 years, twice as long as the time during the Universal series. Science fiction was a thing for thrill seekers, and gothic horror seemed dead. But 3 years before, the summer of 1953, the highly popular BBC TV science fiction series captivated British audience with its vaguely Frankenstein spaceman-turned-monster. Its success also captured the attention of the Hammer Films, a small independent company that more or less specialized in remaking BBC productions for the screen. Hammer's version of the Quatermass Experiment, released in England in the fall of 1955 as the Quatermass Experiment with an X, spelled with an X instead of an E, was an instant hit. Retitled The Creeping Unknown of America, the film actually, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, frightened a young Louisiana's boy to death. That's kind of fucked up, actually. Hammer followed with a 1956 sequel of sorts, X The Unknown, and the actual sequel in 1957, Quatermass 2. But as company head James Charisma said to John Bozeman's The Horror People, we found that thing looked like an oil bubble, frightened nobody. They were only really terrified by something that they were likely to meet in the dark on their way home from the cinema. Okay, those are two passages talking about like the difference of like the Hammer and the Universal's Frankenstein. There's so much to read in here. I should have like found a way to just, I don't know, maybe categorize this more properly. The Revenge of Frankenstein. How dare you see it? We double dare and forget it. Guess this is another Frankenstein movie. There's so many Frankenstein movies. It's fucking wild. I wonder if they're gonna bring up Frankenhooker. No. Ooh, what's this one? This is cool. I don't know what movie this is. I think it's for Frankenstein from the Monster of Hell. David Purse returns as the horror's monster, but much worse makeup. This actually comes out in Frankenhooker. So in Frankenhooker, the main character who like brings his dead fiance back to life has her head inside a jar, like this little liquid to keep it fresh and fertilized, I guess. Fertilized? I don't think that's the right word. Frankenstein in Pieces. There's generations of expected. So it's showing us some different Frankensteins here. Frankenstein in Pieces. An article written by Amelia Emberwing. Oh, and it's referencing Frankenweenie. There's the Toro. I haven't seen this one yet. You know, despite the fact my YouTube channel is based on like movies and stuff, I'm actually like, I haven't seen as many movies as other people. I have an entire DVD collection of stuff I haven't even watched yet. All of that stacked up is stuff I'm trying to organize, and box sets and stuff. Oh, there's so many fucking movies, it's crazy. Wait, I think that's the end of it. Oh yeah, this is the end of it. Alright, and then at the end of the magazine it says, hungry for more Fangora? Start your subscription for just $1. With all access past the blood, guts, and behind-the-scenes magic of every film you're ever watching in theaters. I want to watch the behind-the-scenes for the Dracula movie I just watched. Oh, it was so good, it was so freaky. Oh my god! You guys! Look, it's Lisa Frankenstein. It's Lisa Frankenstein. They mentioned Lisa Frankenstein. Fangora. You know how to treat a girl, how to make her happy. Oh, look! They also reference Rocky Horror Show. And then, I don't know what movie this is, but it's between Rocky Horror Show and Lisa Frankenstein, so I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna assume I'm gonna fucking love it. Oh my gosh, I just saw this. There is a new movie coming out called The Bride, and it's a retelling, I think, in the 1980s, kind of like where the jazz, guns, Boston accents. That's coming out soon. I saw it on the movie previews today, and it's so fucking cool. And it's to do with corruption and police and stuff. Let's read the descriptions. Where is it? Maggie Jennings' The Bride comes out next year and stars Jessie Buckley, pictured in the new Shelley interpretation set in 1930 Chicago. I'm excited to watch it. It seems like so much fun. It's a magazine. And here's the back. He did an amazing job playing Frankenstein. Beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous. Anyway, that's my magazine review. I dropped it. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel, guys.